my doc on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see. They're going to do more X-rays and do another evaluation.
Yeah.
So I've got, I don't know if you can see it. I got my sling on.
Yep. Well, maybe you shouldn't do anything with your left arm.
I really, yeah. I
Or
mean,
at
if
least.
I'm careful, yeah. Jeannie just said no. She's been after me to take it easy.
Well, she's probably right.
Yeah. Well, I think today's going to be snowy and rainy, so I think we're going to start jigsaw puzzle number 5.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're up to number 5 this winter.
Wow.
Uh,
Um, our daughter-in-law Hannah out in San Francisco uh, does these immensely complicated ones. It seems like in minutes. Actually, I think it takes
oh,
her a couple of hours maybe, but
oh,
she's just amazing with.
yeah. I think, the last one we did. I think it took. What did it take us? A week? Yeah, yeah. We weren't on it constantly, but it was the colors. We couldn't get patterns out of it. It was pretty complicated. So
Yeah.
I think it took us a week, and then we finished it. So the way we do that here is when they're done, I'll take a picture and I'll post it to the family. And then if somebody else wants it, we'll, take it apart and mail it to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my daughter, I think she did it in about 2 days or a weekend. I think she did it in a weekend.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah has ADHD and she is has to be constantly busy.
Yep. Busy, busy. Yeah.
And so she's got games going all the time and she's
Oh, wow.
extremely bright, which
Yep.
on top of it.
Yep.
Um, but um,
That makes it even more complicated.
yeah, but her
Yeah.
medication seems to help.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay.
so she functions pretty well. She's uh, graduated at the top of her nursing class and is um, getting rave reviews in her practice.
Hmm.
She's in a neurological unit
Oh, okay.
in the hospital, and they
Yeah.
love her. So
Well,
she
this
hasn't let it get in the way.
no, usually, with folks that have that, if they find their niche, they do very well.
Yep.
I think Marilyn was like that.
Uh-huh.
She had borderline personality disorder, and it's the same thing. They're really smart, and if they find their niche, they really excel. And for her, it was education, and she did really well there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cool.
yeah. So I haven't been able to practice much.
I'm sure that's true.
I did watch the last video though,
Uh-huh.
and tried to, worked a little bit with my right hand
Yep.
to try and get the, synchronicity where you're leaning forward at the right moment.
Yep.
And I think Jeannie and I were talking about it this morning. She still has the yin and yang, um, the illustrations on
Yep.
her refrigerator. So
Oh,
uh,
that's good.
that's really helpful.
Yep. It's as you know, one of the basic um, things that we try to get adjusted to is constant change.
Right. Yep.
Uh, and that's I think that's um, certainly something that comes up with this particular practice. And there are
Yeah.
we're only scratching the surface at the moment.
Well, I kind of got that impression. Yeah.
Um, Actually, at some point, if you would email me your mailing address, I'll send you
Oh, that's right. Yep.
a
All right.
handout
Yep.
that I'm not able to get onto my computer at the moment. So,
Okay.
um, but it's
You can't save it as a Word file or something like that.
not. No, I'm having some difficulty with my scanner. So,
Yeah, you got to scan it and save it as a JPEG then, I guess.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
uh, well, I can send it to you. It's not a big deal to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Bill was planning to be here today too, but he got confused about the time, and he just wrote me a little bit ago and said he completely off. He was
Oh, gee. Okay.
so. Um,
Did you tell Dave we saw him at Costco?
Yeah, I think I did
yeah,
last time. I said we ran into him,
right.
his wife at Costco.
Yep.
So I asked him how the Tai Chi practice was going. He said, it's really hard. And I said, yep. With that and meditation and sticking to your diet and
All
but
those things.
all those things.
Here's
But
Mango to say hello this morning.
hey, Mango. Yeah, and here's Linguini
Oh,
taking his mid-morning nap.
yeah, well, they do that, don't they?
Yeah, and then he'll be up and he'll want some food.
Right, of course.
Yeah, even though he's been fed at least 3 times.
Yeah.
God.
Yep. Moki, our male, he's a food hound. He's
Yeah, this guy is too.
so.
It's funny. So, sorry. Mm,
Wow.
mm.
Ting Show likes you a lot.
Yeah, the Ting Shaw is happy today.
Very happy.
Quite a lot of times I can't even hear it
Well, I
through
if
the
I
internet.
if I don't do an adjustment for natural sound, it doesn't come through at all.
Oh, okay.
But if
Okay.
I get the adjustment done, which is very simple, and
Mm.
I try to do it every time, but I can't guarantee it. So we'll do a little standing first, but just for my information, um, what did you find particularly difficult in this new practice of the Chen Jin?
Um, when as you go around the clock from 3:12 and I mean from 6, yes,
Yeah,
9:12 and 3, there we
yeah,
go. um, you have to go back to the outside of the ball, and it comes, I guess, as you're going around in that circle. It seems to come at a time where I don't know, it's just difficult for me to move my hand out.
yep,
Um, Probably because I'm just not used to doing it. But I think there was one we were doing this morning, and it should start to move out around 6 o'clock when you're starting at 12, right?
yeah,
And then it should, when I hit 6, it should start to go out, and it just felt really strange to do that when
yeah,
you're at the bottom of the ball.
yep. Well, and even more so when you get to 9.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get that far. And
um, yeah, so it's a couple of things I would say. One is I really recommend just taking the time to really step forward
right,
so
yeah,
that you have some space to shift as you're doing this, because coordinating the shifting with the rotation
hmm
um, is much more difficult than coordinating rising and sinking.
right. Yeah, and I think we hadn't gotten into that stance. We weren't in a bow stance
No, no,
at that time, so that probably made it even worse. Yeah,
yep, no. Both stance is the second position. Um, and pattern of movement. So um, we should do a little standing first, and then just try that.
handing I can do.
So yeah, be very careful. Don't do anything that is counter indicated.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can get the camera right here. Oh, that's better. Okay.
So stepping out, coming into center, and just taking that time to allow the body to relax into this position, to open the feet and ankles, and allow your energy to connect downward into the earth. Softening the legs, making sure the back of the knee is open. And that you have settled into the kwa, so that you have arrived at your basic structure. Not fully upright or fully extended up. Midriff open, armpits open, jade pillow gate open, so that you can connect upward into the heavens. Just letting yourself breathe and be as aware and present as you can. And then beginning bending in, extending out, twisting in, twisting out, lengthening in, lengthening out. All of them working together. Weight towards the toes as you inhale, towards the heel as you exhale. As you inhale, feeling the energy coming in the yin side and out the yang.
Hmm.
What was that?
A little weird with one hand.
Ah, but you can work with the energy.
Yeah, just feels a little out of balance.
Yeah.
It's a, Usually used to having whole body going up and down with the hands coordinated, but not this time. Now, the one thing I have to really watch out for is twisting my left arm.
Yeah.
I can raise it and lower it somewhat, but twisting is not recommended.
Well, be very careful.
Yeah, I think there's still some soft tissue damage up there that it's not happy when I. That's what putting my shirt on. That's what did it.
uh,
Yeah,
it's shoulders take a long time to repair.
yeah. They're saying, well, I hopefully not going to have any surgery, but rotator cuff is usually 6 months in
Oh yeah,
recovery. Yep.
absolutely.
So I'm trying to do some beefing up some of my supplements, like my CoQ10 and my turmeric,
Uh-huh. Good.
which are good for healing.
Yep.
And I think I have a friend that does cranial sacral.
Oh,
She
good.
asked, yeah, she said she would make some time for me if I was interested. And I said, oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep. Yeah, that I have one of the PTs that I have seen is a craniosacral practitioner.
Yeah. Oh, is
Um,
that the one up in Colchester?
well, she was in Colchester, but she's
Oh, she moved.
well, they closed that office on her, and all the people had the only place that that company would have allowed her to go was up north somewhere,
Oh, gee. Okay.
and she didn't want to. So she's at the there's a place about halfway between Colchester and Norwich on 82,
Mm-hmm.
and she's there now. So
Oh, okay.
not too far away. Yeah, Kirsty, she's really good.
Okay.
So what we could do is just do the right arm
Mm-hmm.
of this this weird new practice. um, the ideal is to do right and left, um, one after the other with the right foot forward, and then do left and right with the left foot forward.
Oh, okay.
But it's much easier to start by just doing one arm,
Mm-hmm.
um, because the change from side to side can be a little confusing.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yep, it's already pretty confusing. So, so I'm going to turn sideways. I think
Okay.
maybe that's the best way to see me. Um, so we might just try this,
Okay.
and I'll talk us through it. So stepping out, coming into your center, and stepping forward into a right gongbu, and stepping out fairly long to begin.
Yeah, that's okay.
And rotate weight back, facing straight ahead. And the first one we're pretty familiar with. We're rotating and shifting forward to 12 o'clock, and then back to 6, and forward to 12, and back to 6, ideally ending up facing straight ahead at this point. And then slowing down our shifting forward, we come to the fullness of yang at 3 o'clock, shifting back through the S curve, forward to 3 o'clock, and then a little more slowly back to 6. And then even a little more slowly forward to 6 o'clock and back to 12 and forward to 6 and slowly back to complete at 6. And then even more slowly forward, but still rotating all the way to 6 and back through the S and then forward to 6 and back, bending in to 6. And then very slowly forward, but continuing to rotate all the way to 9 o'clock. And then back to 3, forward to 9, very slowly back, continuing to rotate all the way back around to our starting point. Boom. Yeah. Question about that?
No, I just have to remember where I'm going to go forward and back.
Yeah, well, I found when starting to work on this, there was really helpful to talk like I just did to myself,
Yeah.
so that I didn't lose track of where I was or where I was going.
Yeah, because my tendency is when I get up to 12 o'clock, I want to be way forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is teaching us the kind of coordination that exists in the forms,
Right.
because goodness knows when you get into either the yang or the wu, it isn't always the same.
No, that's true. That's true. No, I think, yeah, I just have to go through it enough times so that it starts to become more, um, so I can do it almost without thinking.
Yeah,
Uh, and also to get well, that's the main thing is to make sure when I'm forward, I'm facing straight forward.
yep,
Um, and, and of course, vice versa, all the way back on my left foot. Well, at least in this form.
yeah.
I imagine when you go the other way, it's the feet are going to be different.
Well, if you do the left foot with the right foot forward,
Yeah,
then the shifting is the same. Um, you're going to be back and forward um, in the same way. You're just on the opposite side
right.
for as far as the arm is concerned.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So the shifting doesn't change.
No. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so what would be Good for you. Do you want to do this again?
Yeah, that would be good to go through that again. Not
I
only, and also it gives me a better video to look at later.
Yeah. I can. Do you want me to stay sideways or turn forward?
Um, no, sideways is okay
Okay.
because I think for me it's more getting the body to go forward and back.
Okay. So
Um,
maybe this time I'll go to full screen so
oh, okay, that would be good.
you get a um, as as complete a picture as it's possible on Zoom. It isn't perfect,
No.
but it's not bad. Let's see.
Okay.
This is good. I'm facing the picture of Master Joe. That's a good
Oh.
inspiration.
Okay.
So stepping out, and one of the things that Master Joe always taught was to take that time when you after you step out, or even before if you choose, to really let yourself move as close to Wuji as possible.
Mm.
To just settle into that stillness. Let the mind settle. And just be very, very present and aware. And then when you're ready to begin, stepping out into the right gongbu and making it a little longer than you might otherwise. And start with the weight back. So it's about 60% back. And going forward and out to 12, going back to 6, and forward to 12, and back to 6. And the next point is 3 o'clock. So shifting forward but continuing to rotate to 3, then going back as you go to 9, and then forward to 3, and a little more slowly back to 6. And then going more slowly forward but continuing to rotate to 6. And then going back and bending in to 12. And then going more slowly forward and back again to 6, your starting point. Next pattern begins at 9, so very slowly going forward as you continue to rotate, and then shifting back, bending in, extending out to 3, and then slowly back and back and back and back and back, and end up facing straight ahead. Then step back into Jibu and stepping in.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you don't really have any questions there, but I'd be glad to answer them if you do.
No, I think it's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah,
Um, still, still find myself fully forward too soon.
yeah,
Um, so it's just a matter of kind of pacing, paying more attention to going forward.
yep. Because
And
you're very familiar with the rotation app.
yeah,
That's not hard, not so hard. So it's just getting the rotation and the shifting to work together.
I think it's the timing so
Yep.
that you get to you hit those points
Right. Right.
at and coordinate them with the hand motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's good because actually it's good practice in being aware and practicing your uh, yeah, your awareness to be like you said, being
Yep.
present.
Yep.
Um,
And the and you're doing ideally doing all the same things: bending and stretching, twisting,
right,
lengthening. Um, the weight shifts happen pretty automatically. Uh,
right.
um,
Yeah, but I think you don't want to make it a habit though, because that's when you're not present.
when you make what a habit?
Just moving without thinking,
Oh, no, you need to be present and aware, but um,
not overthinking.
exactly,
Yeah,
because if you try to think through this, which you have to do at the beginning,
yeah,
um, but if you continue to do that, obviously it gets in the way of what you're trying to accomplish.
yeah. Yes, it does. It gets in the way.
Just like in meditation.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So I try to impress on the people that are joining the group,
Yeah. Well,
but they actually, most of them only practice on Tuesday when we get together. So,
oh, they
um,
don't, you don't do any practice in between?
no, I've asked, how's your
Yeah.
practice going? And it's like, well, we practice on Tuesday at 4:30. I said, okay.
Um, it's strange. I get some of that same response in my meditation class.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's
Although I do have one person who meditates regularly or fairly regularly,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. Well, it's interesting that one of the people who joined the group asked, what my practice looked like. It's like, do you meditate every day? And there was a time when I did that, but I don't do it so much anymore. It has become more of a lifestyle,
mm,
and so
mm,
it happens throughout the day and the night.
yep,
Um, and I've asked when I go on retreat, that's a question I've asked all the teachers that I've had over the years, and I have not met one who has a daily practice.
yeah,
They all say the same thing. Just becomes, part of your lifestyle.
absolutely. Yeah, that's sounds like Tai Chi.
Sounds like Tai Chi. Yeah. Yep. which helped me through this fractured shoulder quite a bit and being able to go up and down stairs and
Ah,
You know,
good.
focusing on the muscles and the movement that need to happen, but not involving certain
Uh-huh.
parts of the body that don't need to get involved.
Right.
I guess that's one way to put it.
That absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so one practice we could do is the walk,
Oh, yeah, we could. That's true.
because you don't need your arms for that.
For that. Nope.
So we might just go through the walk a little bit.
Okay. See if I can find some room in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at Jean's condo, so
Oh,
I can move that.
hmm? No, I think this is good because all I can I'm only going to be able to do yeah, a couple of repetitions.
okay.
Yeah, not a lot. I don't have a basketball court to work with here.
I know.
Oh well.
Yeah, maybe later on I'll walk the boardwalk and then I can practice.
Move in the rain.
Okay.
So stepping out and going into your right gongbu, and we can begin with weight forward. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. I'm presuming you don't have any question in that.
No, I think I got that one.
So turn around and go back the other way, and
Okay.
we'll do it starting with the left foot forward.
Okay.
So going into a left gongbu, left foot forward, and bringing the weight forward. The 1 back, 2 turn, 3 turn the leg, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8.
That's good.
Well, it's really the same, obviously, on both sides. It's kind of good to um, think of practicing that with a different foot forward to begin with.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite practices.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, and
So
then especially when you get the hands going.
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I can remember walking a labyrinth doing that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and with my eyes closed.
Ah,
It was kind of interesting.
well, you obviously got out.
Yeah, it could actually could see the path in front of me
Huh.
going in and then coming out. It was a little different. I think because of expectations and thinking that I was out of it.
Uh-huh.
Going in is always, I don't know, better for me, I guess,
Huh. Interesting.
or it's a different experience anyway
Yeah.
than coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, doesn't seem like we should be doing anything else for you today.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, I was going to try getting my left hand to do some things, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone for the day.
I I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it feels much better, but it was pretty achy last night. It got me up at 2 o'clock,
Ooh.
and yeah, so and I have to sleep with the sling on because sleep is actually the that's when you can really re-hurt yourself
Yeah.
while you're sleeping. You roll over and suddenly it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
the shoulder doesn't want to go that way.
I've been fortunate. I've never had that particular injury.
Oh, I don't think you want it, David.
I don't. I don't. I had my
Especially,
first sciatica about 6 weeks ago, or 8 weeks ago.
oh,
I don't ever want that again either.
no. Oh, yeah. I mean, that'll bring tears to your eye.
Yeah. So can a shoulder, I'm sure.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. Especially when it happened, it was so quick.
Yeah.
Um, Next thing I knew, I was on the ground.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, it is, however, really good to see you.
yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to try to tune in this morning. Um,
Yeah. Do a little bit anyway.
yeah, Gina and I, well, we're in for the day, it looks like. So,
I think so. I think it's not good driving weather out there.
it's just kind of down here, it's kind of rainy, I think.
Oh, well, we've got sort of sleety snow, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Further inland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
t-
okay.
take care. Give my best to Jean.
Yep. She's listening. She's
Now I can
working.
hear
Oh, good.
She's working on the puzzle.
Oh, got the puzzle started. Good.
She got that. She made a batch of scones this morning. So,
Ooh. Gee.
blueberry, I think.
Good.
Blueberry ginger. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
So
Well,
that's
great. Well, take care.
okay. You as well, David. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Great. And I hope you continue to improve really well.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to our meeting on Tuesday
Yeah.
with my orthopedist.
Yeah. I hope that goes well.
Yeah, me too. We'll see. I mean, it was funny when I first went in there. He says, "Oh, you fractured your shoulder." He says, "The problem you have is that you're old."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said, "If you were a teenager, you'd probably be outside playing football." And I said, "No, and no, nobody would be doing this because I couldn't move my arm at that
Oh,
point."
oh, wow.
So I don't know.
Well, hope he's got good news for you on Tuesday.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and I'll send you my address.
Okay, great. Better be great. Thanks.
All righty. Have a great week and
I will. You too.
say hi to Jane.
I will.
Oh,
Bye bye.
all right. Bye bye.